Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Shantae Risky's Revenge. This is the sequel to the original Shantae game. It came out on the DSiWare, I believe. And so in this game, the way it starts is that Scuttletown comes under attack of Risky Boots. And so essentially Risky Boots attacks Scuttletown, and the resident genie that's supposed to protect Shantae, the mayor kind of fires her even though he's super incompetent. And so what Risky Boots also steals is this magic lamp, and so Mimic basically says you gotta get it back or else she could unleash unknown destructive power on the world. So in this version of Shantae, a lot of things are different. No longer do you have like a simple 16-bit style game. Now there's a lot more shading, the sprites are a lot more animated, and every other thing just feels a lot more fleshed out, and the animations are a lot cooler. The enemy variety is a lot larger. You have these skeleton or scarecrow looking guys, as well as a bunch of returning kinds of enemy types. And so the gameplay in this game is pretty similar to the previous game, where Shantae uses her hair to attack, and of course by the end of the game you're able to upgrade the speed and attack power of your hair, and you can get some pretty devastating attacks by the end of the game. What's also different in this game is Shantae also has a lot of different sub-weapons, including these exploding clouds that essentially can either travel a little bit before they explode, or they will stay essentially in place and then do a series of lightning strikes. And so very similar to the previous game, you have to go through the overworld, go to the dungeons, make contact with a bunch of characters, and then, go into the dungeon, find the special power, defeat the boss, and move on. And so in this game, Shantae can also transform into a monkey, an elephant, and a mermaid. And so they've kind of streamlined the whole transformation process, and also the dancing mini game is gone from the last game, probably because there are kids playing this game, and so maybe that wasn't the most appropriate thing to put in here. But either way, I kind of miss it honestly, because it was kind of fun and a good way to earn extra cash. Anyway, what's also different in this game is that when the characters are talking, they have along with their subtitles, they have sort of these anime style character boxes that give them a better look of what they actually look like. And this game starts to develop its own style that's very specific that we're going to see throughout the rest of the Shantae series. The one thing that has changed notably is that the overworld enemies are a lot less difficult and ominous in this one, and so it's much easier to navigate and go around the world. You also have the returning items such as the spike balls, which allow you to create a defensive barrier around yourself and take out a bunch of enemies as you're going through the world. And this game ends with Shantae fighting Risky Boots, retrieving the lamp, and also fighting a doppelganger version of herself, which appears just only a few times throughout the series, but sure enough, they tick that box that she does have a doppelganger version of Nega Shantae. Also, the music has changed from, kind of chiptune and 16-bit to more kind of proper, classical music and orchestral. And so now Shantae has a much better or much more different style. Also, each animal has a special action that it can take. The monkey, for example, can kind of jump from wall to wall, as well as do this wall dash thing, that goes very far. It can also swipe with its hands. The elephant is able to charge enemies and break certain barriers, and also do a downwards attack that, breaks through breakable floors. And the mermaid is able to create bubble attacks and also be able to really swim underwater and get to the final areas of the game. Again, this is a huge update graphically, and the style of the game is something that I really enjoy. And now we have, again, the better idea of what these characters look like through more artwork of them in the game. But yeah, overall, this is kind of more of the same. A good big improvement to the whole, Shantae universe and the style of the game. And yeah, this will lay the groundwork for, again, the next thing in the series. Another thing that I thought was really cool is that this game does play with planes on a technical level. So sometimes there'll be something in the background or the foreground, and you're able to actually go there or interact with that in some way. Anyway, that's mainly what I think about this sequel, Shantae. I really like it. I think it's a really high point of the game. It kind of serves as the baseline for all Shantae games going forward. And yeah, that's kind of the one maybe bonus thing and issue is that from here on in, the Shantae games are pretty similar. And unfortunately, I wish there was something more to differentiate them, but this kind of is it in terms of the formula. But anyway, I'll see you guys later.